Hey, what's up guys, Lux here, and we are back with another LEGO Minecraft to actual Minecraft comparison video, and this time we are doing the Rabbit Ranch. This is set 21181. This was a 2022 set, and a pretty cool one at that. It follows the theme of, the typical animal ranch or farm set in which, you get a little farm of whatever animal it includes in there, and along with that, you also get a big old statue to, really signify what animal you're involved with here. But yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff that I want to share about this set, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. But first, as always, we're going to take a look at the minifigures. So first off, here we have the Tamer minifigure. Obviously, you're going to need someone to look after these animals, right? And what better figure to do it than the Tamer here, especially given the fact that it's not just a repeat Steve or Alex. Very awesome to get new skinned minifigures here in LEGO form, and in game I try to recreate to the best of my abilities. And of course, it also comes with an accessory, this being an iron pickaxe. So yeah, I try to pretty much mimic every single little detail here. You got the satchel, you got the belt, you got the little carrot poking out of the belt, you got the blue hair. In the back, the detail also continues on with the satchel slash strap it's wearing. So very neat there. Again, in LEGO form they look a little bit better because you can't put too much detail on a LEGO minifigure, so they convert the Minecraft style into a minifigure, and they convert the minifigure into the Minecraft style. So, it gets convoluted along the way, but I think it still comes out pretty nice. Obviously not insane amount of detail here in the minifigure recreation in-game, but, gets the idea across. It's still, in that Minecraft style, you can still pretty much tell what it is, and I think it came out pretty nice here. Like I mentioned before, iron pick accessory. It also comes with a carrot accessory, so, yeah, he's well suited for this Minecraft set they included in here, as we'll take a look at in a little bit. But moving on from the Tamer minifig, here we have the zombie. Now the zombie, he gets included in every set pretty much. It's either creeper or zombie, but it's great because you can army build these. Unlike Steve's and Alex's, you need an enemy, and creepers or zombies are always great to get here. This one in particular comes with a stone sword accessory, so a little bit different than its counterparts. A little bit different, giving a little bit of variety there. But overall, pretty much the same. It's great. It's pretty reminiscent. Not a lot of detail in the clothing as you would expect. But yeah, that's been the zombie minifigure. Moving on. And next to it, we also have a black rabbit. Now these rabbits, they've been pretty hard to get for the past couple of years. I mean, the last time we had rabbits or bunnies included in the set was in 2018 with the Farm Cottage and the Skull Arena set. The Skull Arena only having the killer rabbit, and the Farm Cottage having a brown and black rabbit as well. So pretty much reusing those two same assets and putting it in a modern day set, which isn't bad because it's been a while since 2018, believe it or not. I mean, for me it feels like yesterday, but no. But anyways, my post-life crisis aside, you got a black rabbit here, and off to the side there is also a brown rabbit, one being a baby, one being an adult. But they're both pretty small animals, so in LEGO here you can see there's barely that much of a difference between both of these. However, there's a slight difference in the body height, so the adult has a little bit more detail, the baby doesn't. In game here, it's pretty much the same thing, smaller body type, but yeah, not too much difference there. But yeah, that's pretty much does it for the figures included in this set. Now we can finally move on to the build. So we're gonna start off from the left, move our way to the right, and what better way to start than by taking a look at the actual pen here where the rabbits are being kept. Now in game, as you can see here, if you were to recreate this in game and try to actually make a suitable or working rabbit farm, these rabbits will jump right out. This isn't a very good fenced in area for rabbits specifically because they can jump over fences, they can jump over one fence, and on the side you get two oak planks. They can just straight up jump on those. Even if you had a regular animal here, they can probably jump on the corners and get out too. But in terms of representing what it's supposed to, they do a pretty good job here in LEGO form. You got a fenced in area, you got some strong corners to keep the fences up, and it gets the idea across. But yeah, in terms of the fenced in area, just to try to represent what it is, works fine in game. Not necessarily effective, but it looks quite alright. Now moving on to the big highlight of this being the statue of the rabbit minifigure, or figure included here. Now as you can see here, the LEGO one, it looks pretty well detailed, not too much to complain about. It gets the idea across. It's overall pretty great. If you take a look at the one I recreated here, you can see there's definitely a change, especially in the facial structure. But in terms of using my scale, which I will explain in a second, I think it came out pretty well. So I have a scaling system. My scaling system is every 2 studs equals the length of a block, and every 2x2 is a block for me. So trying to use that metric system while keeping minifigure scale, I didn't want to make the statue too giant. Obviously I could make it way more detailed if I just made the statue way bigger, right? But it would get rid of the scale between like the figures slash player to the statue build in Lego and in game. In Lego, they have a ton of small pieces and different ways to build. In Minecraft, you have pretty much every block being the same width and length, so there's not too much insane detail. Luckily, I was able to use banners and this button here to represent the pink nose and obviously the eyes of the rabbit. I think it came out pretty well here. Obviously, it's got that Giga Chad chin, but besides that, I think it came out pretty well. Obviously, what would you guys have done? Would you have made it so much larger to where you could put the right details in, or would you have keep it to scale to the minifigure slash players in game? Curious to see what you guys think, but I think it came out pretty well. You know, once you stare at it for a while in game, you can see the cuteness of it. You can see the cuteness of it, but of course that is my personal bias. Moving to the back of the rabbit here, you can see obviously the detail continues on in the back, the black and white pattern. You can see I use some stairs here to signify like that dent slash separation of the legs from the body. In the Lego set, you can also see, you know, it kind of goes down the elevation, and you also got the front legs and back legs, both represented in game and of course in the Lego set. If we take a look at the inside, because of course this isn't just a statue build, this is also a little bit of a storage slash work area. You can see a crafting table, a plank with a torch on top, and a couple fences to, you know, keep out whatever it's trying to keep out, though these open gaps probably not going to do the best job of doing so, but that's besides the point. Still pretty nice there, works fine in game, works fine in the Lego set. So moving on to the right here, we get to see these sunflowers. Now these sunflowers are facing away from me, but you know, you can still see the detail if you stare at them from the left. Pretty nice detail. You guys know what they look like in game, and of course in the Lego set, I think they're represented pretty well. I mean, I can't think of a better way to do them myself, so I think Lego knocked it out of the park with this build, particularly for the sunflowers, so that's pretty nice. Moving forward, you also get a purple flower leading into a water source. Now the water source obviously is here to keep the carrots growing on the left side. You got a couple of carrots here, 3 patches of them, so you know, you get a few drops of carrots from every patch, so it's not too bad. And you also get a composter, which in the Lego set you can see it's actually holding a carrot, but obviously in game that's not physically possible. That's not what it's meant to be used for. It's meant to, you know, decompose plants and turn them into bone meal, but Lego likes to use it as a little storage device, so I decided to put a carrot on top with a picture frame. So I think I get the idea across. I think it comes out pretty well. And of course, how can I almost forget this rose next to the rabbit here, as you can see in set, and you can see in the recreation here as well. Moving on to the final part, here we have the cave, because of course it's a Minecraft set. You're gonna have to do a little mining, you're gonna have to do a little crafting. Here you get a TNT play feature, you know, in your typical Minecraft play sets. If it's a smaller one, you would expect to see this quite often. And of course they included here, you know, there's a lever in the back, you push down on it and it destroys a chunk of the cave. In game here, I'm not going to represent it. If you guys are curious on how it looks like in a Lego set, I will leave the review of the set down below, but for detail purposes, it is located there. You got a little bit of grass blocks on top to represent the surface, and you know, it goes 1 block deep, and you can find some lapis. Obviously it's meant to represent a deeper Y level, because you wouldn't find lapis this high up, but it's a nice little ore to get there, not one you see too commonly. But anyways guys, that is gonna do it for us today. Always a fun time recreating these. Now that I'm back, I can definitely pump out more of these, and with these new Lego 22 sets and possibly 2023 sets coming out soon, we got a lot to look forward to. So yeah, stick around if you're interested in seeing more Lego sets being recreated in Minecraft. Hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and consider becoming a member to keep feeding this addiction, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good, safe rest of your day. Goodbye.